Good evening. Welcome back to Stationeers. Last time I died in the most embarrassing way possible after all that was accomplished. So, I guess the good news is we get to take what we learned and try once again to make Brutal Venus survivable. Yeah. Okay, so one thing that I have learned is that you probably shouldn't plug up your airlock with a bunch of bull. It did not work out in my favor, although that's not exactly what killed me. What killed me was letting my waste tank go over pressure after damaging my lungs from smashing my face up, so... Target 50. Do that. Okay. Hit the right button would be good. My goodness, I'm struggling here. Okay. Light off because we don't need that. So there's that. Where is my crate? Is that my crate up there? No, there's my crate. Okay. Good golly. Okay, network analyzer. Let's go ahead and throw that in there. We will need the sheets. Hey, Tuber. Yeah, yeah, I had an unfortunate accident with my airlock. It did, yeah. I was doing so well, for sure. But, yeah, my airlock killed me. Did you like Magic Base with you? Guess I'm not understanding. I opened up my airlock and smashed my face with all the garbage that was in the in the airlock, and yeah. Then after that, I let my waste tank get full, and holy crap, that was impressive. Don't know how I didn't die. Oh, I see. Okay, that's scaring the crap out of me. Ah, Jesus. This is off to where the frick is my...
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical.
Oh my god. Okay. I can't find my tape. I don't know what the heck I did with it. I must have... I must have shoved it over here. Yeah, I put it in here. Yeah. Okay, Jesus. Yep, there we go. I put the tape in the crate. Well, I think that was my fastest death yet. Since I didn't even make it a day, it doesn't matter, right? I can say it was it's just my 7th try. Yeah. Shh, nobody saw that. Oh. We're off to a rip-roaring start. Oh, great. I love having my thing on the side of the hill. Okay, so let's try that again. Without throwing that away. Okay. Alright. Want that. Want that. Did I not throw that in there? Okay, tape I want in there. We'll throw that there, throw that there, throw that there, throw that there. There we go. Think we're in good shape now. Back into a hill. Silver right there, that's awesome. Let's see, yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, I really should throw the pickaxe away. Never have used it. Alright. Let's do this without... You know what? If I have it in my hand, I won't need it, right? Haha, I caught you. I knew you were going to do that. Well, I suppose what I should do is mine up some iron and stuff. Use the daylight hours for that. Nickel? Crap, there's a bunch of stuff around here. Stop pulling me in. Jeez. Don't need coal. Some gold, that's good. Okay, there's a stack of that. What I want. What I want, what I want, what I really, really want. Yeah, so in my airlock I had all the stuff that I was hoping would get destroyed in a storm, and it never did. It just kept accumulating. So eventually it happened to have some in front of me when I opened up the door, and gaboom. It broke my suit. But that didn't particularly kill me. It wasn't until I let the my waste tank expire after I had damaged my lungs. So it was terrible. It was a terrible way to die. Yeah. So okay, I think that is acceptable for the moment. Let's go ahead and start. Try not to kill myself.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah. See how few waste tanks that I can waste. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, let's go ahead and hopefully not kill myself by creating a high. Alright. Looks pretty good. Okay, I think that might work right here. There we go. Okay, that's looking favorable. Okay, arc furnace, that is something I'm going to need. Maybe the solar net stuff would be better to start out with. Alright. Okay, area power controller, always on this side for some reason. Crowbar. Okay, slap that in there. That'll go on top. This, we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh, hang on. I need my notes. I forget which direction. I think it's data port to 90. Yeah. Consult my notes. I think half of my notes got taken somewhere. Hang on. So if I remember right, the data port faces 90 degrees or 270. Darn kids. Darn kids in there. Huh. Done this enough, I should know by now. Yeah, well, I'm gonna face it so data point is facing east, so. Yeah, no doubt. The down, 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 down. Going the wrong way. It's okay. Not really doing anything with it right now anyway. Okay, let's... I need a frame for stuff.
Waste tank caution. Air tank low.
Okay. Alright, let's first air tank.
Air tank critical. Low pressure. Oxygen critical.
Okay, there we go. Yep. See, it has an arc furnace, so I don't care about that at the moment. Auto lathe. I guess I should care about that at the moment. Do that, okay. Hello. None of that. None of those shenanigans. Yeah, I really take way too long to do that. Okay, so I got that. Arc furnace I'm going to put outside for now. There's some copper right there, so I'm happy about that. Okay, arc furnace. Like that. Yeah, I certainly will be doing that. Just want to make sure that I get the... oh, that worked out a lot smoother than I anticipated. Yeah. Whoops, come here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, flip you on. Need iron. Let's see. Active vent. This is gonna go here to go out. Excuse me? Oh, it's because I interrupted the power. Okay, so pipe bender is probably the next place I want to go after I get the doors. Waste tank.
Waste tank caution.
Door. I just need 6 copper. Okay. There we go. That'll get me my 2 doors. Technically 3 if I wanted. Waste tank. Come on, spit out a door. Thank you. Alright, that's, what, 3 waste tanks? Full of fuel. Or, well, not fuel, but... Okay, let's drag this a little closer while I'm waiting. It will definitely drag more inside. Okay. Yep, power out. Okay. I forgot to power that up. I need pipes. There we go. Five will be enough for now. Very nice. Okay, we go. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Yep, insulated pipes are definitely a goal of mine. I'm actually gonna do something here. And that's forward thinking. Wow, I already...
Waste tank caution.
Very nice. Okay, we already got a vacuum in here. Cool. Or mostly a vacuum. Cool. Okay. So I got the door and the pipe all done. That's my first project. Next one I have on solar tracker, but I think I actually want to go do my waste recovery first.
Hydration critical.
So I want another stack of copper, or a stack of iron. I do need to get some silicon. So I want to be able to save as much of this gas as I can. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an active vent, pipe bender active vent, and push it into a inline storage tank, and then I'll worry about cooling it after. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, gotta love that old Twitch delay. So technically speaking, I could eat and drink, but I'm going to try to stretch that out as much as I can. So taking my health basically as far down as I can reasonably. But yeah, waste recovery is my next project here. And of course I'll wait for sunlight. Did I turn you on? No, I did not. No, I did. Great minds think alike. That's what they say. Yeah, I just want to wait for daylight, make it a little bit easier. Go get another. Yeah, get the waste recovery, get the solar tracker, and then I might be able to do a little fiddle farting around inside. There we go. There's that. Dawn is coming. Okay, well, first things first, before I forget, get rid of that. We got lots of iron over here. Try not to make too crappy of a hole over here. Alright, there is the iron. Yep. That was, yeah, that was the problem. I had it made until I killed myself. Although I'm still confused about why my furnace caught fire. Or I should say all the wiring inside my hotbox caught fire. Nothing else did.
Temperature high.
Shoot.
Waste tank critical.
Don't do that.
Temperature critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Temperature high.
No good. That's not a good start. I don't know. Wow, silver everywhere. What the hotbox actually got to, but it shouldn't. I know the cables say that they're rated for auto ignition at like 365, but I've never seen them catch.
Air tank low.
Interesting. Even though the heavy cable has the same auto ignition point, it's kind of funny. So that must have been what it was. Hey you. Oh, it's because I got the stupid mining drill in my hand. Stop falling.
Air tank critical.
Don't fall for that
Low
crap.
pressure. Oxygen critical.
Silicon. I need silicon. My goodness, there is silver everywhere. I mean, that's awesome, but... Okay, there we go. There's the silicon that I want. Definitely need a fair amount of gold. Okay, let's get in there. Oh, gold right under there. Yeah, definitely. Okay, there's more interested in having copper. Oh, yeah. I guess I could probably see about changing this direction. That's not what I meant to do. There we go.
Waste tank caution.
Okay, waste tank. Huh. So we'll need that for the plastic sheet. I forget how many that I had that I threw in there, so... Alright. Last tank. Okay. Gold. Yeah, overshot it a little bit, but that's okay. Alrighty. I'll be here. Hopefully it's still alive. Okay, we vent this off. got all this, throw it in. What we need is copper, iron, just enough gold, I think, actually. Pipe bender, there's that. And then I will need the plastic sheets to assemble it.
Health low.
Why did I just get a big burst of air in here? That's a little worrisome. Plastic sheets, I need 2 of these.
Power low.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, well, let's see. One thing, can I... I guess if I'm going to punch a hole in the outside, this is probably the time to do it.
Hunger caution.
Okay, there's you. Yep. All right. Do that. Actually, let's get these sheets, plastic sheets built. Gonna need a bunch of cables too. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and shut you off for now, just so I'm not wasting electricity. Speaking of, let's do that. Okay, that'll give me the pipe bender that I... There's that. Let's drop that in there. Drop that in there. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah. There we go. Welcome back there. Didn't miss too much. Got my hydraulic pipe bender ready to go with my very minimal battery, so I will need daylight to finish the waste recovery project. But I'm doing a little bit of digging here. Figured now, before I have ideal conditions, would be perfect if I accidentally punch through. So try to make some room in here for all the fun stuff that's to come. There we go. Very, very hot temperatures in here. I feel like that's a sign that the flare's about to burn out. Okay. This should be nickel in the wall. Yeah, actually probably a really good opportunity to do that. Oh, I guess I should do that. Should take the opportunity.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Yeah, especially when they both hit zero. I notice they go down really fast. So
Oxygen critical.
I definitely don't want that.
Low pressure.
All right, now let's put those right in there. Well, we'll leave that as is. Okay, I got more room. I'll actually turn these sideways eventually, so I got a little bit more. Yep, so O2 was my number one problem, then water and food. Whoa, hello. Was I think I was actually going to run out of water prior to food, or oh yeah, no, I was going to run out of food, but I bought some stuff that extended me out. I was about to run out of water. Yes, I imagine. Let's go ahead and Look at that. And we're down to 5%. Of course, I have a bunch of contamination in there, so I have to vacuum it out anyway. But give me daylight. Go adjust the panels. I should have a block of gold sitting there. But the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have the solar tracking chips actually powered by these APC and see if I can get a better tracking on it. Come on, daylight. Well, the good news is I've got all the coal I need for steel already. Yeah, it actually makes more sense to have the logic chips run off an APC. It's just extra cable, which I suppose, as long as you know that going into it, it's a little bit easier to deal with. Yeah. Yep, that's definitely not a bad idea. Yeah, the wind's picking up here. Not on Venus, on Earth. Actually, let me... Oh yeah, got some good storm clouds to the north. Come on, sunlight, go faster. I did manage to get the 30-day achievement on a brutal start, though, before I died. I think I made it to day 34. 105. I think it only got to the mid-80s here. Or at least that's what my patio said. My goodness, come on. It's like watching paint dry. Got half of my health back. I think, yeah, try to get most of this stuff. Oh, most of this stuff in today, and then I don't necessarily have to leave for all that much. Alright, well, I think I can live with that. Turn that on. Turn you off. Get you. There's daybreak. Backwards. Go to, I think, 80 degrees. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't have to worry about, until I get way over here, cutting out of the mountain. Now this side, on the other hand, could potentially... Oh, wow. Yeah, that got close, so... I'll have to make sure that this side is armored. Is that... Yeah, it's actually pretty close. Wrong way. I'll go that way. Okay. Very good. Very nice. Let's get the stuff out of here. Shove it in here. Yep, dropping level would also alleviate that problem too.
Waste tank caution.
Waste tank caution. I didn't want to waste any more waste tanks, but it looks like I might be wasting a little bit of a waste tank. Unless I manage to get this pulled off. Okay. That is a vacuum. There we go. Okay. Yep. Stairs and ladders. Ladders and stairs. I definitely want to make use of them because, although I probably can't go down too far because of the bedrock on Venus. But okay, I let a lot of oh jeez, I got all this running in here. Okay, first things first. Vent. I want an active vent, and then I want pipe utility, not insulated. Utility gas. I want 2 of these. Yep. Yep. H for climb. Utility kit. I got the vent, and then some pipes, and then we're good. Ah. Shh. Yeah, I should have done a canister. Canister. I'll do one of those too. And then pipe kits. Very good. All right, so that was the last, hopefully. Okay, that should be enough pipe. There we go. That is going to get me that. That. All right. Stuff that in my bag. My bag. Yeah. Yep, I can understand that. So we've got the supplies are in here. So So this particular project is now finished. So now the solar tracker. So for that, plastic sheets, we need 2 more. And the electronics printer, iron and copper. Hopefully I got enough. I do not have enough copper, so right. Yeah, I need more copper. Okay. So I just gotta.
Air tank low.
Yeah, I know. I saw it.
Air tank critical.
Okay, we are at vacuum in here mostly. Okay. Shut that off. That is definitely not going to be enough to make the electronics printer. I don't know if you'd actually have enough usable power there. Possibly. Let's see, so that's going to go inward. This is where I would empty my waste tank. Okay, I need copper. Let's pull this out. And we've got 90 degrees to go. Yeah, that would be the benefit. Down. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay, so there we go. More copper. I'll grab it because I'm here. It's here. But what I really want is that cobalt? Yeah, there we go. Some cobalt. Good to know. If I want to go that route. More copper. There's iron. Yeah, which I'm definitely going to delay the furnace a tick. Get the cooling going first. Oh, that was gold. And I think just the hot box might be sufficient. I don't know if I'll even throw any atmospheric units in there. Excuse me. More silicon, don't need it. More gold, don't necessarily need it. Copper. There's some iron right here. Definitely need iron. Okay. Yeah, I might be able to pull it off, but well, especially if I stop running out here. If I put this with some controls and stuff, I could actually put this in a box, save the gases, keep them cool. All right, give me my iron. And then I'm going to run inside. And then start on the next project. Between the two there, I might have... Oh, I do need to consider my
Waste tank caution.
battery. Okay. Alright, we are vented. So since I'm in here, let's go ahead and turn that on. And there we go. There's my waste tank. Throw it in there. Alright. Throw that stuff in there. Now, I don't think that's going to be enough for an electronics printer, but we could try it. And I definitely only want one of those, so we'll watch that. Let's see. 20 iron, 10 copper, and 2 gold. %. Okay, that ought to be enough battery, but we'll keep an eye on it. Yep, very, very close. Okay, 14, 13, 10. Yep, definitely going to have to swap in the other battery. And I'll just do that now. Hopefully that didn't reset it. Okay. Should be good. And then this is where I need some gold. I don't know if yeah, I should have enough gold. For this project, I need 10 gold. Yeah. Yep, I happen to get lucky with finding it. So how much gold do we have here? 27. All right, very good. Should actually have enough to do all that. Okay, good. All right. Grab you. Don't have enough, but sensor, yeah. Not from here. There we go. Hands are full. So, do. Little tighter than I care for, but oh, yeah, I'm gonna need to print off some cable. Oh wow. No, I don't. Oh yes, I do. Or I could peel it off the wall. Yes, I imagine that that's going to be a very, very, very tough, tough sell. Okay, I just need 2. And, oh, right. I need to fill my space with hot toxic gases again. Oh, 4. Yeah, that's probably one that you don't want to let get hot either. I imagine that will cause some problems. Okay, what do we got? We are powered off. Let's vacuum this. Okay, I gotta do a BRB real quick, so hang tight. I'll be right back. Yeah, won't be too much to loot here. My old base, on the other hand, lots of crap on the floor. Let's see, 17%. At least now I can put a road flare in my hand. Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. Okay. Let's spit out that copper, because I need all of this over here. And that's not going to be enough. Do. Okay, now I can print off my sensor and stuff like that. Or at least start the process. There'll be the daylight sensor. Logic memory. Yep, no power. That's kind of what I figured was going to happen.
Hydration critical.
Alright. So the cooling is going to be over here. See actually how low I can go here. Lots of coal in here though. Works out all right. Okay. Give me something to do besides stand there and stare at the longingly out the airlock window. Lots of coal though. That was a lucky find here. Oh, in the dark. There's a meow. Okay, what do we got? Okay, let's water, potato seeds, trigger. Well, we got one thing. We got the daylight sensor. Did I pick that up? Or did I even get that? Maybe that didn't even print. Where the heck? Thought I had it. Yeah, must not. That must not have even printed. Okay. Cool. Oh dear. Yeah, again, waiting on sunlight. But let's see, after this day cycle, it shouldn't be too big of a problem because I should have my solar tracker up. Dawn approaches. Okay. Stand out of the way, just in case. Alright. Let's get that turned around. Ah! There's that's going. Let me... Yeah, not do this. Now this is going to be just structural. There, we'll do that. And this will be airtight. Whee! This is me flying across Venus. Oh, let's see. Okay. All right. All right. So that's where I'm going to put the solar tracking stuff over here. Which this is just to... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Probably gonna need some copper. I don't like things flying around. Particularly me. There we go. That was... Okay. There we go. Very good. Always need more iron, so... Up for that. Come on, one more copper. So we can align. Air tank's going to be a problem.
Waste tank caution. Air tank low.
Air tank's going to be a problem. Waste tank not so much of a problem. But we got a blue light up there.
Hunger caution.
Okay. Mostly vacuum.
Air tank critical.
Okay, let's get this going. Sensor, right? Sensor. Get a sensor going. Logic. Need a memory chip. Okay, processor. Got the memory, got the processor. Now I need the I/O chips. Need 4 of those. In the west. It actually rises in the west if I remember which direction I'm cranking the panel to. I should also put a light in. Or 2. I do need more cable too.
Health low.
Okay, that is the last memory chip I need. Yeah, maybe I'll put in a light or 2. And then cable. Definitely need cable. Alright, so the purpose of this particular light is if I've got surplus power, it'll let me know. And that also comes in quite handy when you don't have surplus power. Like right now, don't have surplus power. I could probably shut that off because I don't think I need it. Okay, and then that goes straight up. Can't reach it from here. Need lots of that. Just go up to a full stack. I think we'll be good on the cable. Alright, we are out of power, so I guess that's as far as I'm going to go with that. So, that being said, that means that, well, I can do this. I really have got to do something about my suit battery too. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to actually do this. Let's go turn you off. Flip, yeah. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's too late. Flip it to where it's gonna go. Of course I don't have enough room for that. Of course I don't have enough room for that. Alright, so this is the power. This is the power for the chips. And we're going to have to grab, let's see, logic reader. It's going to come off of the sensor, which is going to be somewhere around there. That's not a, that needs to be a batch writer is what that needs to be. This will be the math processor, which I don't have on me. And it'll have one input, two input, and I think the other one will go down here. So let's go batch writer. First off, let's do this. Turn that off. Okay, so this is going to be no, don't do that. Do that. Do that. And power, that's going to be fun. Oh, there's some lightning. Okay. That's not exactly what I wanted to do.
Waste tank caution.
Alright, let's go ahead and run inside. Okay, turn off. Turn you on. We will crank this open. Okay. I don't think you're losing any. Let's see, 50. So once I get all that plugged in, that is ready to go. So the next thing is more power generation. That's what I'm aiming for. So let's get some food out of the box. Water bottle out of the box. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and do this.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
There we go.
Pressure critical.
I don't think I'm going to eat this
Critical.
entire bar. Oh, I am going to
Low
eat the entire
pressure.
bar. Cool. Okay, let's pop one of these. Okay, let's... Water bottle. Do I have another empty slot? Excuse me. I'll throw it over there.
Power low.
Feel like I want to try eating this. Which, you know, since it's vacuum in here, I can just... Is this going to give me...
Pressure
There we go.
critical.
Good. All right.
Low pressure.
The evidence is gone.
Oxygen critical.
Okay. All right. So wind turbines are going to be the next place I go. Woo! Which will require more cables. Let's grab all those. Let's top off the air tank.
Air tank critical.
And I think we're good to go. Make sure that I've got that off. All right. Let's go ahead and get this hooked up. So what do I have here is the math. I think I gotta turn this around. So this is power. Looks silly, I know. But this is going to be where the memory comes in. So let's make sure this is up. That's what we want right there. That'll work. Okay, so this is going to be that's that's the out. That's the out. Okay. It's going to be 1 minus 2. That's already hooked up. That's got the power. Okay, 0. So the sensor might have to run that way. Okay, plus, minus, subtract, logic memory, logic reader, logic math. Input type is to a solar panel. It's going to be the vertical. It's going to be output type to solar panel, output type horizontal, input there. Okay, so I need the sensor, which I think data point facing north, I think. Whoa. Definitely don't want to flip it in weird directions like that. Okay, so this should be input of daylight sensor. This is the horizontal. And this is the vertical.
Waste tank caution.
They all need power, however. That's going to be more cables. Okay. Build me as many cables as you can. Where'd the gas come from? Oh, that's right. Yep. Okay, that should actually be enough cables. Hopefully it's enough cables. I remember. It's from when I cracked my helmet open in there. Let's swap this out so I don't forget. Alright, pull this out. Okay.
Power critical.
Well, of course. Yeah, I forgot. I don't have power. Alright. We could actually do it this way. Okay. Is that spot on? Or about as spot on as you can get? Okay. Got solar tracking. Alright, this battery has officially more battery than I've got. Alright, now I just need iron out the wazoo. There's a bunch of iron there, but I don't want to carve up my doorstep. Air is going to be a problem. I guess I do have iron, so that's not a big deal. Shoot.
Power low.
Is that iron? Yeah, that's iron. That's copper. Copper again. Okay, silicon I don't need. Gold I probably will need. I'm not worried about that door. Yeah, that door scares me. Alright, let's see if that's enough iron to wham bam. So ask for... Well, if I do the solid fuel generator, it's going to be 50 more iron, but I just need basically a stack. And more cable, more cable. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Air tank low.
I think I'll be alright. I think I'll be alright. There we go. Let's grab that. Run inside. That'll work very nicely. And we got a green light, so we are charging.
Waste tank
Our
caution.
tracker is following, so we're getting optimal solar power. And we might as well do this. There we go.
Air tank critical.
Okay, looking very nice. Okay, we got iron. Upright wind turbine. I don't have enough gold. That's what I need. I need the gold. Need the gold, have everything else that I need. So, let's go get gold. Okay. So now I've got a couple nuggets of gold here. They're shiny over here. Let me guess, silver. Yeah, that's silver. Gold. I know I saw. Here's some gold. There's gold somewhere. Ooh, hello, hello, hello. Don't pull me in. Don't pull me in. There's some gold. Okay. So, says I need 25 gold total for this little project that I have. Okay, we're over there. Gold, gold, where are you? And more silver. That's more silver. Good golly. And even more silver. Holy crow. There we go. Let's not get disoriented. Oh, there's some gold. So we want to go 142. Give or take. That's the heading. To return home. This will get me all the gold I need. Okay. If I don't run out of battery in the mining drill first. Okay, that's R3. There we go. Okay. More coal. Coal everywhere. Okay, so it is the gold that I need. Do not like how much
Waste tank caution.
of that I pulled. Alright. Did I leave something on? Yeah, I left something on. How many of these did I print? 3. Alright, well that is a good start. That is not going to be... Alright, let's try that again. It'll work, but I need cable to make... Yeah, okay, I am out. I thought I had 2 stacks. Maybe I only had the 1. Oh, there it is. You can go down. Okay. So I got 3. Oh, yeah, it's the gold that I need. To finish making the rest. I'll wait. Then after that, it's iron frames, iron sheets. Okay. So next mining venture is going to be a bunch of iron. That's the plan anyway. Hey, there's some iron in here. I'll take that.
Power low.
I should also consider a furnace to capture the output of stuff. Okay. At least being secure in here, I know I can keep the temperature, well, I'd say keep the temperature down, but seems that the flares have a different thought on that. I do love that you can actually use the voxel for airtightness. It is very nice. It's the coal pit. And that makes this the coal chute. Oh dear. Oh, right. I forgot. Yeah. Solar tracking chips are going to pull power too. So, all the more importance of getting the power generation back up to snuff. And I think I'm forever using that large battery in there. I'm going to grab the grinder and throw that battery in there. There we go.
Hydration critical.
Hydration critical. Okay. Well, when night switches over, well, I should say when the day breaks, I can always throw that other battery in and have the solar panels move. And that should charge back up again, and then throw the large battery in. And get that going. So I only need 2 more of the wind generators. And yeah, 2 more wind generators. Then get them hooked up. And then that project will be done. And then be on to cooling the O2, which is going to be power intensive. May require more. Before I forget. And how are we doing here? There's a gauge, right? Thought that was a gauge. Ah. Maybe there's no gauge. Whatever. Doesn't really matter.
Air tank critical. Oxygen low.
Okay. Just waiting on daybreak. Once again. To smelt gold. To make wind turbines. But I guess once it once the solar panel starts capturing something, we can start throwing the wind turbines on there. So, waiting on daybreak. If I turn the AC off, where does it go? Okay, so I turned the AC off. I'm just trying to heat myself. So I don't know if the temperature up actually is helpful. Don't know. Come on, daybreak. Come on, daybreak. Seems to be a common theme. Waiting on daybreak. Need more power. Actually, I'd really like one of those really big turbines. But I thought that required at least one. Oh, it's just electrum. Steel and electrum. That's not bad. Oh, hey, there's daybreak. So let's swap this around real quick. Okay, we got a green light. That's good. Which means we're actually charging now. So we're going to switch these here. If I have this print off some more cables. Turbines require 10 copper each, so I can't go under. I can only make 3 more. Alright. There we go.
Hunger caution.
Now I just need the gold. Alright. Okay, I didn't mean to turn that on. Let's go. And get this gold going. And I guess my solar panel is going to be occluded slightly. Can I jam these together without any ill effects We're gonna find out. How occluded is that? That's actually not terrible. Boom booms. Okay. Alright, we need more copper. You're still going? You're still going. Alright. So let's go grab some copper. Which, there is some right over here. Gentle enough with the terraforming, it doesn't suck you in too terribly. But you gotta be careful. Okay. More copper. Which definitely need more cables, so. The rut. Okay. Get it. Get it. Get it. There we go. Alright, got a stack of copper. Gonna need more iron for sure. I must play golf. You're still going. Alright, well, we got some battery. That's for sure. That's good. That's not really charging up all that fast, but I'm not too... well, I am really yanking on the output. But that's okay. That is okay. That'll get me all the gold I need for those. And then now I've got the copper going. Instead of wasting air standing there.
Waste tank caution.
Especially since my waste tank is filling up. Maybe I'll deal with the waste tank. Okay. Open this up. Crank this on and boom. Okay. Alright. Doing very good here. Just waiting on copper. Well, wait, I got the gold. So how about I start making those turbines? This will make exactly what I need. This will work out great. So I'll get exactly the turbines I need. What's an arc welder take? Steel, electrum, and invar. And solder. Okay, so quite a few things. All right, I forgot. Okay, we're a vacuum, so I can turn that off. Okay, that's cranking. See how we're doing over here. We're almost done. And more iron. More iron is good. That'll go real fast. There we go. Real good. Real good. Actually, it might not even need... Whee! Let's see, 2 more? Oh yeah, I can get 2 more in there. I can get 2 more in there. 0%. Well, that might be a problem. That might be indeed a problem.
Hunger critical.
Air tank low. Ooh, alright, I got the turbines. So throw that in there. We need some more cables. Say at least 10 of those. Then I got the turbines. So that project is done. Now it's on to the cooling of the O2 and all that. I'll take it up to, well, 15 for now. Okay, there's that. Yeah.
Air tank low.
Air tank low.
Air tank critical.
Okay, we're gonna get hungry here real soon. I also need to make sure that I get the solar panel corrected. The vertical is proper. And, well, we got a green light. That's good. That means we are gaining power. Just looking here. Oh, there it is. Data point, sensor data port facing 0 degrees, so north. And data facing 90 degrees. Okay. I've got the solar stuff laid out how it's supposed to be. Or at least in my previous attempts, so. Okay, what can we do? We got a little bit of power. We could actually... Well, I don't want to do too much welding in here because that'll pollute the atmosphere, of which I'm trying to keep at 0. But I can probably... What do I want to do? Let's see, atmospherics. Well, let's have this spit everything out. Because we're going to be going over here. Okay, filter. Filtration would be an atmospherics kit. Okay, I'm going to run out of copper. So what I need is copper. Lots and lots of copper, in fact. Hey Tread, good evening. So we're dealing with what, 465 degrees outside. And if we wanted ideal, we'd be going down 55 degrees.
Power low. Health critical.
Oh, yes, I should eat. Eat and drink. Cereal bar. Another water bottle. I really need to go through those. Unlock.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low
There we
pressure.
go. We'll pull that in. Very good. Lock the helmet. You know what? Let's go ahead and do this too. Because we're in here. Very good. Gonna have to do something with the water.
Health low.
Okay, so back to where we were. So ideally, we'd be taking it down 55 degrees at a time. So it'd be 410, and then 360, 355, and 300. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then it'd be what did I say, 55, so 45. Then it'd be $1.90, and then 135. Yeah, and then it'd be 80. And then it would be going down to, oh, it'd be 55. Yeah, whatever. Give or take. 25. Okay. So we'd need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 series air conditioners if we wanted to be optimal. Which that's a lot of iron and copper. It's a lot of copper. That'd be 160 copper. But if we want to do I think what I was doing before was 90 degrees. Or I think I was doing 100 is actually what I was doing. 365, 265, 165, 65, and then have one more worker. So 5. Yeah, 5 sounds more reasonable. Of course, still very power intensive. How are we doing over here? Well, we're gaining. We are gaining. So, in this case, we need 6 atmospherics kits. I haven't updated my project list here. So it's going to be 60 iron just for that, 120 copper still, and then 30 gold. A passive vent. What was it? I don't know. I don't know what I have the passive vent written down for. But anyway. So that's 120 copper still. That's 30 gold. And then that's 90, 110, 120, 123. So we'll say 125 iron. So 2 stacks of copper and a stack of gold, or half a stack of gold. That's what I need. Oh, we're actually doing pretty good at pulling in power. And hopefully I don't end up with a storm event while I'm out there. I've got this feeling. Feeling, and it would be just my luck.
Air tank critical.
I actually did not gain that much out of that. Let's do that. Go ahead and turn the AC off. Stop heating up the air that I'm injecting into my suit. Okay. I'm actually going to throw the nickel in the hole. It puts the nickels in the hole. Okay. I'm really wondering about the horizontal, what's goofed up there. Unless I oriented it the wrong way or something, which is entirely possible. But according to my notes, the daylight sensor, the port needs to face north for 0 degrees. And then the solar panel, the the data port needs to point to 90 degrees to the east. And I'm pretty sure that's how I got it set up. But it does feel like it's 90 degrees off on the horizontal. Okay. Alright, let's get ready to rumble.
Temperature high. Temperature
Yep,
critical.
okay.
Oxygen low. Temperature high.
Okay, so data point is, yeah, it's facing north. And this rises up, so input is daylight sensor. Wait. This is vertical. This is supposed to be the horizontal. Okay. That might change a thing. There we go. That should work now. That should work now. Ah! I knew that was going to happen. Well, that should definitely optimize the efficiency of those. Okay, there we go. And we've got that. That's much better. Okay. Cool deal. So now, copper. Copper and iron. Luckily, I think there's a rather large deposit of copper over here. Whoa, don't pull me in. Well, there's some iron there too. That's good. Need that. Whoa. Hey, she's sucking. It's Mega Made, sir. Whoa! That was a crazy ride, and surprisingly nothing died. Including me. Very, very interesting. Okay. I want to get this copper started. So let's get the copper started. And there's more copper.
Waste tank caution.
Oh, and some gold. That is another thing we need for this equation. Okay, there's that. More copper. And, whoa, don't need nickel. Copper. Okay, let's swap that out. I'm going to have a full air tank here soon. Or empty air tank, rather. Doing good on the copper. Let's grab iron. So need that too. Would like to top it off. Whatever. Let's not get too greedy. That's a pretty good sized wrench there.
Air tank low.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So throw that in there, that in there, that in here. And then we do this. Ooh, we're green light. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's go ahead and open that up. Open that up. Close that up. And there we go. We need air.
Air tank critical. Oxygen low.
Okay. Atmospherics kits. So that'll get me 5. Almost gets me what I need. Actually, if I smelted the gold that I had on me, that'd be good. Yeah, we're good. So gold, maybe a little copper. But let's not get too far away. $2.15, give or take. Silver, silver, silver. There's copper. So 260. 260 from here. Okay. That might actually be gold. It is. Cool. All right. Good. That'll give me all the gold I need, and then some. Well, for now. There'll always be more. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. 260. I think that's enough for now. Alright. Do. We'll do this real quick. Unless the storm begins. I should probably think about putting this in a box as well. I guess I'll cool the O2 and see about getting a off-gassing safe enclosure. And then a hot box furnace. will go ahead and I will put this in here. However, yeah, I don't necessarily trust it.
Power low. Waste tank caution.
Very good. Okay, waste tank caution. I'll do that. Okay, and that's, yeah, green across the board pretty much. Oh, I even left this on. Well, yeah, I was making the atmospherics kits. That was 1. That's 4. Okay. Let's do that to start. We're going to have... Oh, there's already a frame there. Okay. I think I'm going to have to do the good old welding torch. Not my favorite. Okay, there's that. Okay. So we're going to have a filtration device. This will be the... Well, actually... That's not a good place for that to be. That might have to come out a step. Yeah, there we go. And it's the wrong device. I was going to say. There we go. Filtration. Okay. Technically. Mr. Ray Ray, no, I am not playing on beta. I am playing on stable. I've been following the logs and all the changes, and I imagine it'd be hard for me to keep up. But it sounds like there's some real awesome stuff coming. Okay, so I want to do oxygen filter. So I want to make sure that I got pure oxygen coming out. Go. Let's grab that, shove that in there. Gonna need a boatload of these. And do I want... that's not what I meant to do. Frankly, I'm not actually sure. Let's start here. Definitely do need pipe. Lots of pipe.
Hydration critical.
So we're going to have oxygen to come out. And while I am pulling out, there we go. I turned you off, right? Okay, yes. Ooh. Laying pipe, shoving it in all the wrong places.
Hunger caution.
Call it there, right there for now. Okay, so this is going to be that, the O2, that has to be cooled. That's going to be at the end of the... end of the daisy chain. No, I'm on Venus. It is a brutal Venus, and it's my 7th attempt if you don't count my kamikaze earlier. It was terrible. I put my duct tape away like a moron and smashed my face into a rock. I think I didn't even make it 5 minutes. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to have that. That's... I almost want to put a valve in everywhere. Throw that on the ground. Do another flare in the pocket. Alright, air conditioner. Alright, let's do it this way. This makes sense to me. So waste heat going off this way. Cool. Set you in the corner. Set you in the corner. Throw you there. Really need to consolidate those water bottles. Okay. Do that. Technically speaking, I can do it on 2. But I'll space it out a little bit more. I do need to make more. How many did I need? 5 air conditioners. I am going to need more frames. Gonna need more frames. Frame. Just 2. And I've got enough sheets to cover that. Stop it.
Power low.
Let's just leave you on, I guess. Do that. Then
Filter low.
Yep, thank you for the filter. No.
Air tank low.
Atmospherics. Copper. Which is over here. That gives me 2 more kits. Which is exactly what I need. How are we doing on iron? Shove that in there. I guess while that is... Do I want to step outside? No, I'll
Air tank critical.
do
Oxygen
that.
low.
Okay. What am I missing? Oh, you're right. Gold. Okay. I guess I am stepping out. There we go. Yep. We're going to step out and get the gold going. Well, what's that? That's copper. I'm gonna grab some of silver. So loud. Interesting. Can't believe the amount of silver laying around. Just good for all the electrum I plan to make. Which I think realistically I just want a stack of each. I may have already emptied that out. Okay. Almost got what I need for that. Whoa! What? Batch of steel. Almost got what I need for a batch of steel. I know I've got all the coal.
Health low. Hunger critical.
Okay. Cobalt. Well, might as well grab what I see. The nice thing is I don't necessarily need to utilize this. I do have my welding gas I can use to ignite. If I don't have to use that resource, that'd be great.
Waste tank caution.
It must be actually under my feet. That's where the cobalt is. Maybe not. Maybe it just doesn't want to be. Oh, come on. I wanted iron. I almost have all the iron I need. There we go. Good. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Right over there. Okay. Do I need more copper? That's a silly question. You always need more copper. Just not gonna spend my life's work here. Okay. Got copper. The gold ought to be ready. Why did I do that? There we go. Silly. Okay. Let's go ahead and run inside. Well, luckily I'm not under the influence of anything, but that doesn't make my performance any better. There we go. Atmospherics. One more atmospherics kit, and then that will get me what I need. Okay, so just so I don't accidentally use it, I got my stuff for the steel down there. And let's go ahead and empty out some of these gosh darn water bottles.
Air tank low.
Okay, flip these around. Where's my tank? Right there.
Air tank critical. Oxygen low. Power low.
Okay, evacuate what's in here. Unlock.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low
Okay,
pressure.
there's that, and there's that. Do it again.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Just don't ignite it.
Low pressure.
Okay. There we go.
Pressure critical.
Stuff my face with my favorite boneless cereal bar.
Low pressure.
There we go. Pull the air out of here. We're in good shape. Lock the helmet so I don't do anything silly, because I'm well known for that. Okay. I guess maybe in the future I'll recycle some of that. All right. Iron and copper. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to worry about it too much. I will do this though. And one more air conditioner. There we go. Okay. Pipes. I need a boatload of pipes. Because let's see, what do I need per? Wait, that's... Waste heat goes in front. Yeah, okay. 3, 4, 6. 7, 8. Yeah. That's gonna be quite a bit. Did I really just do that? Go. And then this should be the cooling. Okay, there we go. Yep. The more the merrier. For sure. And no, that is actually the direction I need it to be. Or is it? Oh my goodness. Yeah, right. Oh, okay, I see. I got discombobulated. Okay, I think that's enough pipes for the moment. Well, that's not exactly true. Eventually you would use them. It might be a little bit kind of a waste of resources at the moment, but certainly would use them eventually for something, some project. Okay, give me that. Alright, and then the waste heat. Then the waste heat. But first, cables. Uh-oh. Okay. Big old lag spike. Don't like that. Oh, hey! Thanks for the follow. It certainly is sometimes easy enough to forget, so I forgive you. So we're gonna set this to 365. 365, and you're gonna be 265. 265, and you'll be 165. And I'll adjust these as I need to. Where am I going? 165. And you are 65. And then you're going to be 20. Okay, so everybody is set up for that. And I'm just going to run the power cable down this way. There we go. Yep, okay, we'll just come out here. Very good. That's awesome. Gonna need more cables. Shocker. It's another thing you can never have too many of. Even the one time that I accidentally printed off like 400 at one time, I used them all. I'm actually not. Jeez. Not that short on those. Give me the copper. Wow, that is not much. Yep, there we go. That's the end of the copper. So I need to go smelt some more. There we go. They are all hooked up there.
Power low.
Okay. That's the O2 that's going to get cooled. Yeah, we got enough power. I can do that. So this is the O2. And where do I want to run the line? I could do it up and over. Actually, wouldn't look too terrible if I did it that way. Just until I get to the end. And I got to figure out how I want to top those off. That's the other part to that. There's that. Okay. Let's go ahead and hey, dawn has arrived.
Air tank critical.
Top that off.
Oxygen low.
Empty my waste tanks. You're too hot. Oh, there's a storm. I guess I won't go smelt copper. But I can still do this. There we go. Okay, we did that for sure. Now we got the surplus power. Let's pull everything out of there. Pipe. That's right, it's kit pipe. Oh boy. And the carbon dioxide, I gotta figure out how I wanna deal with that. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Oops. Whoa, fall down. Sliding down the hill. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Whoa, nope. Okay, there we go. Alright, that should be good enough. I say that. That's probably not. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. That's what I was getting hung up on, was another air conditioner. Okay, so we've got a drunken pipe. That's okay. Adds character. So I got theoretically the O2 all the way back here.
Power low.
Yeah, so that would be the O2. So this would be the atmosphere. So here's external atmosphere. Still not enough pipe. Wow, Need a few more. Do 2 more. There we go. I think that'll be good. Okay. Then we'll figure out how I want to get. Maybe that's where the passive vent came in from. Yeah, but come on. So one more. Yep, there we go. All right, out of iron in there. Oh, interesting. It must have been happening and I didn't realize it. So now we've got a lot of air conditioners. Okay. So I could technically start that. However, I gotta figure out how I want to. Bridge these together. I think this is what's going to be for now. So this will be the cool O2. Correction, not carbon. Carbon dioxide, not O2. Cable. Need more cable. It's iron. Or is it copper? Nope, it's gold. There's iron. Okay, I think for the moment, actually, the I can tie these all together and then just break the pipe later. I don't know. Don't know if that's really the way to go about it or not. It's the way I'm going about it, though. So, very temporarily. No, because that's O2. So everybody's all hooked together. Alright, we do need to get the copper flowing. Yeah. Let's do it this way. There we go. Okay, there we go. That is going to bring the temperature up, potentially in the base. But now I got connection to the outside air. I really should have grabbed a sheet of glass. Okay. But now we have an external connection for air, which we can source more carbon dioxide from there if we want. Alright, let's not get too far away because the sun is going down. Sun is going down, the carbon, or the, my air tank is running low. We are dealing with about 140. Turn path of 140. More silver. Ooh, there's iron. And gold behind. Okay, There's gold. Gold is good. More silver. Whoa, hello. I was waiting for that. Okay, 140. Copper? Yeah. Actually, I really do have a lot of iron just sitting
Waste
here.
tank caution. Air tank low.
Okay, turn you off. Come inside. Yep. Yep. Once I get my, once I get steel, we're good. Of course, I've said that before and then killed myself in an airlock. Notice there's nothing in this airlock to hurt me with. Huh. Why is it discharging?
Hydration critical.
Okay, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay,
Air tank critical.
do that.
Oxygen low.
And I need cable. Cable out the wazoo.
Power low.
Alright. So, maybe another atmospherics kit for filters, for filtering CO2 out of the atmosphere and pumping it into the cooling system. But other than that, I think it's ready to go. Can I make a transformer iron and gold? You know what? I'm going to do that. Not with that. Nope. 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 Eventually I'll hit the right button combination here. There we go. Nope. Jeez. There we go. There we go.
Hunger caution.
Now I can shut the ACs on and off separately. Well, when I plug it in. Can you actually go straight through a tank? You cannot. But that's fine. Power for the air conditioners is on the right. There we go.
Power critical.
Yeah, power critical. Okay. Alright. Not exactly sure how I want to go about. Yeah, because the. Alright, well, the easiest way would be to shorten up this light so I have room. And heavy cable would be better, but what am I going to do? There we go, very good. On. So if I had enough power, bing, there we are. I can increase this up to, I think those take 400 each. What do I got there? 6 plus 7. Alright, so if I say 3000 watts, that should be enough. And then you are the carbon dioxide, which I need to throw something in here so I can actually read this. How are we doing? There's a little bit of pollutant in there. Great. But it's such a minuscule amount, I'm not too concerned with it. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 5. Okay, yep, 5. So what did I put on there? 3000? Oh, because it was figuring on 2 of these, which I don't think they take 500 for filtration, but this is going to be, oh, that's the whole system, so we're good. We can just run this. Run this till this goes down to 0. Okay, so we've got the waste tank recovery system set up. Very nice. Pulling, yeah. More power than the wind turbines can provide at the moment.
Power low.
Too bad the power warnings weren't based on relative battery capacities. 50% with a small battery is useful, but 50% with a nuclear battery is not useful in any way. Okay. Certainly made progress. Once this is empty, then we can shut it off. Actually, it's probably good enough to shut off right now, but hey. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So we've got 1 megapascal here. That's not too bad. Let's see, I can at least turn these on. Okay, so we've got 1.7 megapascals of carbon dioxide in the whole network. And 8 megapascals of oxygen. Okay, do I want to break it apart? Yeah, I actually, for the longest time, I was using a big wireless battery in my suit. Of course, that doesn't have the capacity of even just a regular large. But it is kind of nice not having to swap it out all the time. But I did have to remember to pack something with me just in case. Okay, so we're not going to heat.
Health low.
I'm not actually going to worry about cooling it quite yet, because I still got a decent amount in here, but I could set up the infrastructure for refilling. And I don't necessarily need this. I could put a, yeah, I could actually put a tank emptier on this. That might be what I'm going to do. Because that was for temporary capture.
Hunger critical.
I don't need to capture it anymore. Okay. I just do this. Now I can stuff a tank in there and boom. Got it. Alright, fine, I'll swap out my battery. Okay, cool, awesome. I think that counts. I might throw another atmospherics kit into the queue if I have the stuff for it. I much? Let's see. I got enough iron, got enough gold. I do have enough copper. Okay, so I can make one. One and only one. I'll shove that back in there because I need to actually do the glass sheets for solar panel repair job. And I actually got the water bottle on me still. Gonna have to eat, drink, and be merry here soon too. I'll turn that off while idle. Very good. Yeah, I think it's marginally larger. I think it may be twice the size of a small normal battery, but definitely not the same capacity as a large regular. Filtration. Actually, wouldn't it make sense to do it this way? Here we go. So this is for when I want to actually pop more carbon dioxide in to the system. So this is going to be the unfiltered. And then filtered. There we go. And left hand side should be right here. Come on. There we go. Nope. That's just a matter of throwing a carbon dioxide filter in. So I'll make 2 of these because I need one for my suit. Do this and whoop, throw that in there. There we go. So now I can top that off. I guess let's, yeah. I guess I gotta turn the that back on. Yeah, it's bringing the temperature up, but that's alright. I got a couple joules of free heating out of the cool CO. See, these shouldn't hit any temperatures that are going to be problems, so I'll take it up to 8 pounds of pressure, or 8 megapascals. And I need to eat and drink here soon. It's actually dropping pretty darn quick. Okay, I'll turn that off.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Yeah.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Oh, yeah. I guess I may still actually need that. If I want to capture my suit gases, when I do that, yeah, okay. That is a consideration. But I can start cooling this. Okay, so oh, 365. So we're still waiting for the temperature actually to get above that point. Yeah, turbine no longer has enough power. Okay. What is drawing power? I don't know. But, oh, I know what it is. It's the logic chips. But I should go repair that panel. There we go. You're what? Is it because it's below the horizon that's all screwy? You definitely look like you're 180 degrees out of phase. I don't know. But I think that is a good spot to call it. And maybe activate the cooling system tomorrow and get the furnace set up going. And that way we will have our revenge on Venus
Power
or something
low.
like that. Pull us up to 8. Pull us up to 8. Awesome. So, very productive night. Keeping my airlock nice and clean so I don't kill myself, which is always always a very good thing. So we'll do that. Real good. We will shut this off for now because we don't need too much idle
Air
draw.
tank low.
And I guess we will fill this up real quick, which is
Air tank critical.
and then see about starting
Oxygen
a
low.
raid. Go ahead and bombard Tuver. So thanks everybody for watching. We'll catch you next time.